I was in a shooting involved last year at the end of the school year. I went to go pick up two friends from a party, and we wanted to stop and get some food. So I pulled over to University Commons so we could get our money out, and I didn't want to have to wait and do it when we were at the window at the drive-thru. And then a car pulled up behind us and blocked us in, and one guy's holding the gun out the window, and I wasn't paying attention, and the girl sitting next to me started freaking out and said, "Look, he's got a gun." So they were yelling, "Get the girls out of the car, get the girls out of the car," and I instinctively just drove away and just pulled out of the Commons and started driving down Missouri, not thinking anything of it, not thinking they're going to peel out right behind us and follow us. Next thing I know, they're right on our tail, and I'm speeding up, going real fast, and they're speeding up, catching on to us, and it ended up into a whole car chase for like the next 10 minutes, and it was close in a lot of spots, but they started shooting at us, and eventually we got back on campus. We called the police and stuff. Could have just driven straight off. If they would have blocked us in, I would have had nowhere to go. I think things would have ended very poorly for me that night. I think if I had better knowledge on how to handle a situation like that through force, yeah, that would be useful for me.
Like handle
defend
pressure?
myself, yeah.
We're expecting a huge influx of students. Our first practice we had a lot, and we really need mats, and that's to be expected $1,000. And then we also have a few other things that we're gonna get, like we're gonna get shin pads. If you want to hold those up, they look like this. This protect your legs for when you're sparring, and it protects your sparring partner, so you can throw kicks without hurting your legs, and then also hurting your sparring partner. You can just kind of practice. And then we also want to get some headgear also to protect yourself if you're sparring. It looks a little like this. You put it on your head. Protects you from cuts and other things like that. Protects your head if you fall down. It's like kind of like a helmet. And then we also need some gloves, and something along the lines of these MMA gloves and boxing gloves. Bigger gloves are better for if you're just doing a stand-up sparring. MMA gloves are better for when you're grappling. You wanna?
Yeah, we also are gonna need some mouthpieces. That's a big piece. We want to make sure students don't end up hurting themselves with their mouths and stuff when they are sparring. We also will need a stand-up punching bag. The rec center has lost their punching bag, so we'd like to just get one. And we also need some Thai pads to work on our kicks and help build that up. So if you guys could just reach out for, look out for some money for that. All this stuff that we mentioned would cost around $1,000 on top of the mat, which is another $1,000. So what we're requesting for is about $2,000. We have connections within the community, so the prices of these will vary for us because we know of many different gyms and stuff that can give us discount rates and stuff like that. So $1,000 for $2,000, I'm sorry, for everything would be the best rate that we can get for this year's appropriations.
Yeah, but the biggest thing is just the mats. That's what we're trying to aim for. So
yes, mats would help us tremendously with our training regimen and allowing for students to learn much more different types of moves and practice different types of disciplines.
Groundwork, self-defense off the ground, just basically what to do and how to take someone down and maybe get away from a bad situation. Anything else, guys?
No, and ideally, again, the mats are the sole basis of anything else, because otherwise you cannot practice at all. If we can get at least the mats, then we'll be able to practice with everything else. Mouth guards, shin guards, punching gloves, those are all supported to protect the person who they're sparring with and the user who has those equipment on themselves. Again, we want to prioritize safety first, which is why we are requesting these items specifically, if anything else. These items are not necessary for accessory, but more primarily for safety for everyone else who comes to join our club.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.